Hello dear viewers. In this video I will tell some little known historical facts about Shehzadeh Mustafa, the son of Sultan Suleiman. After watching this video to the end, you will find out what he was really like and what was not shown in the series, The Magnificent Century. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new interesting videos. So, let's begin. Most historians agree that the execution of the Shehzadeh was forced. That Suleiman went for it in order to avoid bloodshed in the country, because part of the army wanted to see Shehzadeh Mustafa on the throne, and probably the war between father and son was impossible to avoid. In the Magnificent Century, Mustafa came across as a loyal, though not always obedient son. However, he loved and respected his father very much. And with his subjects he was also merciful and fair. Was Mustafa in reality as good as we are shown in the series? Most of the sources speak positively about the Shehzadeh, but not all. Foreign ambassadors called Mustafa cruel and stubborn. A contemporary of the Shehzadeh, Branik Djurdjevic, wrote that he outdid his predecessors in despotism and cruelty. Ambassador Bragani described Mustafa very interestingly. He wrote that many people do not understand why Sultan Suleiman rejected Mahidevran for the Slavic harem. After all, Mahidevran was much prettier than that one. Not only that, she could be called the most beautiful woman in the Ottoman Empire. She had expressive eyes, clear cheekbones, plump lips, and she only grew more beautiful with age. Shehzadeh Mustafa resembled his mother in appearance. The ambassador once saw Shehzadeh Mustafa in person. He behaved very arrogantly towards his subjects, and even viziers joked caustically with the ambassadors. The arrogance could be seen even in his gaze. At the same time, with the Janissaries he was very friendly. But his father often contradicted him, and publicly, at meetings of the Divan. Suleiman looked at the adult Mustafa with hatred. Bragani believed that not only harem's intrigues, but also the inappropriate behavior of Shehzadeh Mustafa was the reason for his execution. By the way, Mustafa is also blamed for the fact that he wore a beard, although Shehzadeh was not allowed to do so. The fact is that during the reign of Sultan Suleiman, growing a beard for the dynasty was a sign of power. However, not even all members of the ruling family could afford it. For example, Shehzadehs could not grow a beard before leaving for the Sanjak. Other representatives of authority had to obtain the right to a beard from the Sultan and the Sheikh al-Islam themselves. This was a kind of conversation in which even the length of the beard was discussed. Violation of the agreed norms was regarded as a challenge to the Padishah, as only he, the head of the palace guard, and the Sheikh al-Islam could have the most luxurious beards. Shehzadeh Mustafa did grow a beard before he left for the Sanjak, and this was one of several reasons that prompted Suleiman to give the most brutal order for his execution. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful to you. Watch more videos on my channel. Have a nice day.